it is the Natural Hair Confidant here, and it is my very first time going live. I am so nervous, but I am going to push through because I have some important information I need to share with you. I feel like I have had the biggest light bulb moment ever, and now I get it. I understand why women are so skeptical of hair growth ads, new hair growth products coming on the market, and I am so excited to be able to share it with you because I have had in-depth conversations with what I call closet hair loss sufferers. I myself used to be one. You know, the kind, the wig wearer that everyone thinks she's addicted to wearing wigs. Her wigs are always on point. She always looks flawless. Or the one that when it shifts just a little bit, you can tell that she might not have as much hair as you think. But in reality, underneath, they're both bald. Or they're balding. They're both desperately trying to grow their hair back. Every single ad they see that looks promising, they're clicking on it. But yet somehow every single product they've tried has failed and was full of a bunch of promises and lies. To them, that is. This is where we have the growth. The first growing pain of truth. She, us, we, you, I. We too need to take ownership in falling for the promises and lies, because the real struggle is that we felt like somehow we will find the magical potion, slap it on there, and boom, in 2 weeks we was going to have a head full of hair, because we did not get the growth. That little small area of traction alopecia we had at first turned into a huge bald spot, and for some people it's receding almost to their entire head.
You have to make a decision right now, not later, if you really want to do what it takes to grow your hair back, or if you just want to keep hopping from product to product, keeping your fingers crossed, hoping you'll find the right one that will magically somehow work and grow your hair back, even though all others have failed.
Because if you are willing to accept that you have to play an important role in your hair growth journey, an active role in growing your hair back, then you can be just like women I've helped that didn't have hair growth for years, had tried millions of products that didn't work. Once I began to work with women one-on-one, I realized they all had one thing in common. Their hair follicles were shutting down one by one. It was as if a factory was closing. Remember when factories started replacing people with machines? They were out one by one. Each section was replaced with robots until it was complete. This is exactly what's happening with hair follicles, except they're not being replaced by anything. They just went dormant one by one, like little grenades going off, and then boom, the spot gets bigger. But the biggest shocker to me of all was that nobody was talking about it. Nobody was trying to really fix it. Everybody just really wanted to hide it. I didn't even want to talk about it when I had my own hair loss and my bald spot, so I certainly understood it. So I approached as many women as I could. My plan was to figure out what was causing it. Then I needed to figure out how to stop it. Of course, then I needed to figure out how to reverse it. After that, how to prevent it from ever happening again. I've helped women who didn't have hair growth for 17 years, 10 years. Women that had tried a million dozen products prior to working with me that never worked. Women that were told their hair follicles were dead. I gave people hope that previously had none. Hope of finally growing their hair back the natural way, the real natural way, and then have it never fall out again. I am on a mission to help 100 women a month. I would like for one of them to be you. I'm doing a free masterclass that teaches you everything I've learned about how to reverse your traction alopecia hair loss forever. It's called 4 Steps to Finally Filling in Your Bald Spot. With 4 Steps to Finally Filling in Your Bald Spot, in this masterclass, you're going to learn how to grow healthy, forever lasting hair in your bald spot by correcting the 4 major components that make up the real reasons why you stuck and not having any growth. These 4 steps including understanding why it's happening, knowing what you need to do to stop it, understanding the steps to reversing it, then finally the knowledge required to never let it happen again. My goal with this masterclass is for you to have the same results that many others before you have. So I will add in the link to this ad so that you guys can go and watch this video and sign up for the masterclass. So once you click on the link, it's going to take you to a page that's going to give you more in-depth information about the class and who can benefit from the class. And then you're going to go to a page that you have to put in your email and your name, and you will be notified when the class starts. So until then, I wish you guys the most growth. All right, I'll see you there.